What is up, guys? Annie's here, Guild Forever gonna be uploading Gridman Universe. I reacted this movie like a while back, but yeah, things came up that made it to where it was difficult to upload. But hey, it's here now. It's being uploaded. Well, technically, this is a redirect video. So if you want the full-length reaction, check in the Discord and you'll get my full-length reaction. You probably are gonna ask some questions like, "Hey, what about Dynazenon? What about the Gridman series?" It is recorded. It's just I haven't uploaded yet, but trust me, they are recorded. I'm not sure if I think I'm missing maybe an episode or two, but don't worry. The Gridman reactions have been reacted to, and I will be uploading them. I think I recorded them though when I don't remember whether my quality wasn't as great as it is now. So hopefully you guys can bear that in mind. But this reaction of Gridman Universe, I think it is like more or less of the better quality. But yeah, so Gridman Universe. All I gotta say about this movie, man, I love this movie. This movie is so good. But I'll be honest, Yuta was definitely not my favorite character in this. I thought he was alright. He was okay. Very teenage stuff. Yes, he is a kid. He is a teenager, so of course he's gonna be interested in the girls, Rika. I'll be honest though. Look, regarding Rika, all I just gotta say, man, I'm not sure. I don't remember whether she was. No, I don't think she was as sexualized in this movie, but Rika was sexualized to like no freaking other in SSS grid. So, but thank God it was focusing more on other things, like, because if you guys recall from the original Gridman series, that wasn't Yuta that was in control of his own body. It was Gridman the whole time. In this movie, we actually got to see how the real Yuta was like, and I'll be honest, he's a little cringy, in my personal opinion. All I gotta say though, Yomogi, best protagonist out of all. If I had to pick between Yuta and Yomogi from Dynazenon and Gridman, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man, but I gotta give it to Yomogi. That kid freaking stole the show. And even then, I feel like I lean more toward Dynazenon just because of the mecha aspect of it. And I'll be honest, like, this movie in general was just like fan service galore. It was just fantastic all the way around. The action scenes, certain things that came up, certain like cameos, certain subtle things that were shown in this movie that just made it overall like a great time. Of course, though, the movie was really pushing on Yuta and Rika's relationship. I feel like that's like the secondary, or maybe the third, maybe like at a minor level. I'm not sure if it was taken to a certain degree. You guys can deny or confirm that, or just give me some more clarification on that. But I personally just think like a decent bit of the movie was trying to really push for the Yuta and Rika ship to really happen. It did happen toward the end, but I don't know, me. I didn't really care about the ship, I'll be honest. I honestly just cared about the mecha scenes, the action scenes, so on and so forth. But honestly, I don't think it was that bad. I mean, by the way, when I say that bad, I'm not talking about the movie as a whole. I'm talking about like the whole dynamic between Yuta and Rika. I thought it was okay. I don't think it was necessary. I honestly think that if they cut that aspect of the movie out and focused on other things that people would probably be more interested in, regarding the scenario where like Gamma being involved with the Gridman universe, how he's going to be moving forward, maybe showing more of what was his name, Zero, the Grit Knight. Again, sorry, you guys know me, I'm horrendous with names. So yeah, so there's that. So I was wondering, like, why didn't we see more of him till basically toward the end? But even then, when he did appear, when Grit Knight did appear, he was epic. Okay, he was freaking awesome. I enjoyed all his scenes despite how little screen time he had in comparison to everyone else. Even the other side characters, again, most of it was pushing things onto Yuta, and I get it. For this is the character. He is the main character, and they were pushing it from his perspective, since we never really got his perspective in the original Gridman, SSSS Gridman series. So understand in that sense. I Yuta was I understand in that sense why Yuta was heavily like concentrated on. Would just I just wish we had more cameos on other characters. I will admit, and man, I'm really horrible with names. But the little, the redheaded girl, the one that was basically a neat or a shut-in, it seems like I like how much she's grown, like in the movie. Like you can tell, there's a lot of characters did show like pretty significant growth, not just physically but internally, and it really shows in the movie. But I just think that I don't know. I again, like the Yuta and Rika ship was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen, and it wasn't, and it didn't ultimately ruin the movie for me. Don't worry, it didn't. I still enjoyed the movie to like it was really enjoyable. But again, as I stated, for me, the best parts were like the mecha action scene, Dynazenon, bro, all the combinations and all like the transformations. It was just so fun to watch. And then again, forgot that enemy's name, but the one that was a main threat to uh Gridman in the SSSS Gridman series, the one that was basically taking advantage of Akane. There you go, Akane. The one that was taking advantage for Akane. He ended up being helpful. Oh yeah, and speaking of Akane, I love the fact that she made an appearance in this movie. Honestly, when I first started watching the movie, I was even telling myself, please Akane show up. I would really love to see her, and she did. And then there was a moment between her and Grid Knight. Again, I forgot like his actual name, but like there was a moment with her and him having closure, because if you guys remember, their relationship was kind of toxic. It was pretty bad, like how they I know they were basically just working together for Akane getting to what she wanted, but I gotta admit, it was pretty freaking toxic. But still, regardless, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun to see. It was fun to see nonetheless. I was glad that they had that little moment there, because it gave closure to them and made them feel like they're in good terms, rather than, you know, have bad partings or never really having a proper parting. Since yeah, like this in my opinion, in this movie there was a lot of things that really like were cemented and finally dealt with, that the original SSS Gridman didn't, I feel like, didn't tackle at least completely. But I get it. Dynazenon and Gridman series were basically like two cornerstone pieces that made this movie come about. And again, I'm not exactly sure, but I think they're gonna do more with this series, the SSSS series. I'm not sure. You guys let me know. Or Cody King, my mods, for those that know, because again, I'm pretty sure it was mentioned before, but I don't remember. So if you guys can inform me once again, I appreciate it. And again, if there's any news relating to Gridman or anything Tokusatsu related, please relay it to me. I'd be more than happy to look into it. But anyway, I rambled on for enough. I think I'm gonna call it here for this review. It wasn't really a review. It was like brief mentions here and there, but it's been a bit. That's why, again, let me know what your thoughts on this movie. Hopefully you enjoyed the reactions. Um, Criticism is always welcome, as long as it's not rude and inappropriate. Once again, I don't tolerate drama. I don't tolerate anyone's BS. So please not be rude. Do not be toxic. If you're gonna criticize, be um let's handle it maturely. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Let's not be a bunch of children about it. I'm just saying I'm way too old for that. So I don't feel like arguing. Okay, so run your mouth. Have a pleasant conversation. But yeah, as long as you know you're not like that, then yeah, don't worry about what I just said then. It doesn't apply to you since you're not a toxic person if this didn't bother you at all. But anyway, that's it for this one. Gotta upload this and then more stuff. Peace. I'm out.